Hey guys, welcome back. We're heading out to the land right now. A little bit of a different project today. Usually we're working on clearing land. Today we're bringing in a little bit of gravel to make a parking pad for a boat. Had this boat in my garage for about 6 years. It's so hard to get it out, so hard to even use it because of that. So we're finally making room out here at the land, and we're gonna go ahead and put in a little gravel pad so we can get this boat out here and clear up some space in the garage as we start to move some of these bigger things out here to the land. I'm not really sure how many loads of gravel we're going to need out here or really where we're going to put it, but we'll figure it out as we go. So when I first started shoveling this gravel, I was really hoping I'd just be able to kind of toss it off the back and it roll down the tailgate here. However, this being expanded metal is just big enough to grab onto this gravel, and it wasn't going anywhere. So I had to quickly pivot my plan. Instead of trying to toss off the back, there was about a 2-inch hole between the tailgate and the frame, and I was able just to slip enough of the gravel down through the hole. I eventually would move the trailer and then go ahead and just spread that out by hand. It was by no means efficient, but it did the job. Now I'm sure you're asking the question, why in the world do we not just hire somebody to come deliver some rock out here? And the answer is, as it has been for a long time with this channel, our roads aren't ready yet. There is no way I could get a dump truck down our roads, but nonetheless we were able to get it done here. It took 1.5 yards of gravel. It could have been more, but this is what we had. Okay, so here's the pad. It's pretty well done. It's nothing fancy. This is number 5 granite. I went up to 5 instead of number 57 just because it was a little bit bigger and this ground is a bit soft. So trying to keep it from mixing in with the dirt too much. You know, it's not the best, but it's good enough to get a boat out here for a little while and out of the garage and hopefully keep some of the mud off of it from the dirt. I probably could have made this a bit wider, but this is all the time I have right now. It's about 22 by 11, which should be just about right. All in all, pretty good for a couple hours. Let's go get the boat and see how it fits. We need to dig a pond? That'd be fun. If you're curious about this boat, it's a 1979 Chrysler Outboard. I got it for free by helping a friend as he was adding on to his house. When I received this boat, it was in absolute disrepair. I did a full renovation on it, top to bottom. If this is something you guys are interested in hearing more about, subscribe and leave a comment below, and I promise I'll make a video dedicated to this boat and go through the whole story of how we did it and what all it took to rebuild it. Guys, feel free to roast me in the comments for using a backhoe to get the boat in the right position. In my defense though, it was raining when I brought the boat out originally and I almost got stuck because of how wet it was. So I gave up quickly knowing that I could fix it with the backhoe easily later. I also did want to make sure that the boat got right in the center of this pad to minimize the amount of mud that's going to splash up over the next few months and maybe even years of it being parked right here. Okay guys, it's been a little bit since we got the boat out here. We got the pad going. Things are going pretty well with it. I just sprayed some of these weeds. I've been out here about a month or month and a half now. So one of the big problems with having a boat covered like this out here with no power is obviously how are we going to keep this battery charged. So we got some stuff in from Amazon. We're going to go ahead and hook us up a little solar panel here, just a couple feet off from the side. Hopefully it'll get enough sun. It'll at least get some morning sun and hopefully keep this battery tender just enough. So we're gonna go ahead, dig us a little hole, set us a little post. It's probably not gonna be very pretty, but it's gonna do the job for now at least. And hopefully we'll have power so our batteries don't run dead. I don't have anywhere specifically where I want to set up the solar panel. I did get about 10 foot of line, and I certainly want to keep the solar panel way out of the way so when I back up and I do a horrible job, I don't hit it. But I think maybe right here will be fine. Still get enough sun. Yeah, I think this spot will do just fine. It's not terribly deep. This ground is really hard. Hasn't rained out here good for a little while, but maybe 12 inches deep or so. That'll be fine. Little 20-watt solar panel. I think it was probably about $20 off of Amazon. Nothing too fancy. You might be noticing that we have two batteries in here, but I'm only hooking up one. To be honest, this thing's completely dead and it needs to be replaced, but I don't really care to spend the money on it right now. And one battery plus a little jump box that I always keep in here when we're out, honestly will do just fine. So for now, this is what we're gonna go with. This little guy should do the trick. If not, we'll go ahead and upgrade that one and get that replaced. But it's always been just there for a backup. Finally died. One day I'll hopefully get to hook this stuff back up when we get a little power out here, but that's not going to happen right now. So let's go ahead and get this solar panel hooked. I didn't realize I was going to be working on this today, so I didn't bring my drill. Next time we'll bring the drill, we'll go ahead and mount this up on the post that we just set. So the panel is hooked up, it says it's charging the batteries, and we'll give it some time to make sure it really does. Until then, we're going to park this boat until springtime, and then hopefully we can get out with the kids and go fishing again. Guys, thanks so much for working with me today. I always appreciate you hanging out with me.